I have a wonderful yogi who wanted to try yoga all her life and finally last year at age 92 got to. And now she has a wonderful practice. And in this staying home thing, we're missing each other. She's missing the practice. We normally do very traditional yoga with mat and blocks and all those props. But I'm just going to do this little video for her, and maybe you'll enjoy it too and get something out of it. It's a nice change up from our usual yoga routine. So I've got 2 chairs. These are just my kitchen chairs. Notice that if my back is pressed all the way against the back of this one, and we've got those chairs that lean back, but even if I'm up tall, I can extend this leg and this arch of this foot touches the chair opposite me. And that's the distance for how we're going to start today. And you can come a little bit forward in your seat just to give you a little bit more room so you're not pressed up against it. So you want to come about midway in your seat. You want your feet pressed firmly into the ground, more than hip width apart. Remember, hip width is if you put when you're sitting or kneeling, put your fists together between your knees, the insides of the fist touch and the outside of the fist touch the knees. That's your body's hip width. We're going to go a little farther than that. So do that, and then just scoot each foot just a little tiny bit, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches farther out. Start with hands on thighs. Take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth here, HA side. Feeling better already, aren't we? Drop the palms to the side. This is seated staff, tall spine. Palms face in. Sit nice and tall. Feet are planted firmly on the ground. Bottom is planted firmly in the chair you're seated in. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms face forward. This draws the shoulders back and toward each other, and that's a good thing for your posture. So exhale here. Inhale, bring prayer hands up high. Gaze follows the hands. Exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Inhale, prayer hands up. Exhale, slowly allowing those arms to drop down and then turn the palms in. Let's do that again. Inhale, right here in staff pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, prayer hands coming up high, high, high. Gaze follows the hands. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, prayer hands up. And you can even flip the palms away from each other, flip the palms out, and allow those arms to drop down naturally into staff pose on that exhale. Inhale, right here. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale, prayer hands up. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Press the hands into each other as you do. Engage the core here. Inhale, prayer hands up. Flip the palms out. Exhale, coming back down to staff pose. Already feeling better. You know you are. All right, let's do some cat-cow. Bring the hands, the palms to the thigh, face down. You're going to scoot yourself a little bit more forward so there's a little more space between you and the back of the chair. Notice that about half my thigh is off the seat here. Palms come to the center of my thighs. I inhale for cow, and that's I'm going to draw my hands in toward the hip crease here. Shoulders come back, chest, heart comes forward. Nice bend in the back. That's my inhale, cow. Exhale. Drop the chin, round the shoulders, round the back, hands slide forward. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Draw the elbows toward each other in this. Exhale, cat. One more. You might feel this a little bit in your hip flexors or your glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring palms to the center. Plant palms firmly on the thighs. Plant feet firmly on the ground. Lift the chin, not up or down, but just parallel to the floor, looking straight ahead here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, bring the right hand, this is my right thigh, bring your right hand either to just the seat by itself, or maybe to the back of the seat here, or maybe here. You choose what feels best in your body. This hand's going to come up. We're going to start with a gentle twist. So maybe this feels good, maybe this feels better, or maybe down here is easier to reach. And we're looking over that back right shoulder. Inhale right here. Exhale. Good, you're doing good. Inhale. Exhale. Look toward this arm, drop this arm down, both hands to thighs. Just going to switch sides. Inhale here. Exhale here. make a choice with that right hand. Is it going to the thigh or the side of the chair? Other hand can go to the back of the chair or the back of the chair, but at the center, like right here. Inhale. Exhale, looking over that back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, hands come back to the thighs. All right, we do a little bit of a more pronounced twist now, okay? A little more work for us, and that's okay. Left hand comes to, pay attention, right thigh. Left hand to right thigh or the seat on the side of the right. This hand goes back and extends out. If you don't have a tall chair, that's actually better because you want to extend this arm and get a little stretch going on. But if you do have a tall chair, whether this feels good or this feels good or this feels good, this is the most, look, the further I'm grabbing to my right, the more I'm twisting my spine and bringing out those organs. So make a choice here. How far do you want to twist today? This hand can be high, it can be low, it can even be on the back of the seat. If you put it on the back of the seat though, maybe stretch to your right as you face that, or to the what would be the left side of the back of the seat. Looking over this back right shoulder, sitting up still a little bit tall. A couple of breaths here. Not only is it a nice twist, it's a nice heart opener as well. Next inhale, look over the left shoulder now. Everything else stays twisted. Take 2 breaths here. On your next exhale, bring the head to face the same direction as the core. Bring both hands and back, coming around front. Take a full breath here. Feeling better already. Now, again, that deeper twist. Right hand goes to left thigh or the seat just past the left thigh. Remember that left hand can go to here, it can go to here, or it can go to the seat itself, but just behind you. And if you're doing that one, see about taking that left hand to the right side of the seat, which as you twist around feels like you're going to your left. Looking over the back shoulder, 2 full breaths here. Now everything's staying the same except the head, looking over this shoulder. 1 more breath. Bring the body and the hands back to the center, looking straight ahead, everything facing straight ahead. Inhale, exhale right here. Now you're going to bring your right foot up onto the opposite chair. So you're going to grip the hands on the chair you're seated on, slide a little bit forward, not a lot. You want your stability, but some space here. You're going to bring this leg and foot up. You're going to flex this foot back, those toes. See that? As much as you can in your body today. Okay, this is your practice. Listen to your body. Other foot, the sole of the foot is planted firmly on the ground. We're going to start with our palms forward in Tadasana. Roll the shoulders forward, up, and back on the inhale. Take an exhale right here. Stretching the arms and hands down. Notice that change as you stretch them down. Notice that opening and notice that stretch of the spine. Now inhale, bring hands up. Stretch high. Stretch as high as you can. Exhale, coming forward to forward fold. That means you're not just bending from up here. You're bending from way down here. Toes are still flexed. Now, if you feel, when you do this, if you feel tension behind the knee, bend that knee a little, okay? You can stretch this way. You can reach for the flexed foot. Maybe you're this way. Maybe you're this way. Whatever your body is wanting today, that's what you need to be doing. So I'm stretching this way, and it feels amazing. One more breath here. Walk the hands up. Next exhale, bring that leg down. Switch sides, of course, right? We always do both sides in yoga. Very fair practice that way. Kind of adjust your place in the seat. Make sure you're stable. Make any adjustments you need to in the chair and your placement of this foot. If you got a wobbly chair, you might change that so it doesn't distract you, right? Remember your placement. This foot is rooted down. These toes are flexed. Palms start facing in. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, around, and back to Tadasana. Take an exhale here. Inhale, bringing the arms up high to the sky and salute. Reaching as high as you can, like you want to touch the ceiling, and then bend from the waist on the exhale, forward fold. You're going to have a good side of your body and a better side, and maybe that first side you did was your better side. So maybe on this side, oh, I need to bend my knee. Oh, I'm not going to reach here. I'm going to reach here, or I'm going to stretch this way. And And that's all good. It's your personal practice. So listen to you. Nobody else knows how you're feeling in your body. So listen to how your body is talking to you. If something hurts, that's too far. So stretching and forward fold here. Couple more breaths. Next inhale, look up. Walk the hands up the body, not on the knee, but on the thigh, the calf and the thigh coming up, and then lifting that leg up and back down. We're going to do some warrior two. This is going to require some adjustment on your part on your chair. So you're going to take your right leg and you're going to put it to the side of the chair. If you've got a chair like mine that's like this, that might require a little bit of scooching forward. And then you're going to slide back so that you've got most of the thigh on the chair. That's a stability thing, okay? Back leg is going to straighten out as best it can, and maybe because your chair is, my chair is too big, I cannot do that. My body's not happening with that. Then you might have to come forward and stretch at an angle. So your warrior two, instead of being this way, might be this way. Understanding me? So you're going to have to turn your body. So you want your front leg, the knee is facing forward or at this right angle. If your chair, if the architecture of your chair requires that you angle your body, then that's what we do. Back leg is stretched out. The heel of the front foot, we still want that alignment. So if my heel of my front foot lines up with the arch of this foot, I'm in really good alignment. Even in chair yoga, that's a true thing. Bringing the arms up for warrior two. My whole body is facing this way, but my head is going to turn toward my front arm. And that's a challenge in and of itself, isn't it? Couple breaths here. And now let that back arm, that left arm, dangle down. Flip the palm of the front arm up. This is reverse warrior. Maybe this hand comes straight up, maybe it arcs, depending on how stable you feel in the chair, how your back is feeling today. Looking up at that hand. Maybe you get an even greater slight back bend in your reverse warrior as you breathe. Stretching up, stretching back. Exhale, release down to warrior two. Bring my hands down. I'm going to put this hand on, my right hand on the back of the seat so I can slide this leg around. Slide this leg around. I'm just going to switch sides for warrior two. But we do everything carefully in chair yoga. Keeping that stability. We don't want to get so far forward that our chair falls down, and then so do we. So bringing that left leg now, knee can face out, straight out from the side of the chair or at that angle, depending on the architecture of both your body and the chair. And so it's always an adjustment with chair yoga because you're in a chair, right? And that's okay. We have lots of modifications and versions of yoga. So my left leg, knee is bent, toes face forward away from my body, right leg is straight, heel and archer almost lined up. The architecture of the chair here, the shape of it is a little bit preventative for perfection in this pose, and that's okay. Also, I'm kind of close to my pantry, so if I stretch my hand all the way out on this side, it's going into the pantry, so that's actually hilarious. Why not? I can grab some chips while I'm doing yoga. Other arm goes back this way. All right, so I'm not really grabbing chips, y'all, but I am doing warrior two, and I hope you are. My body is trying to face this way, right? The way that my hips are faced is the way that my torso should face, but my head is, again, looking over the front arm. One more breath here. Drop that back arm. Flip this palm up. Reverse warrior. This hand just dangles, and this arm comes up. And remember, straight up or in an arc. Just feels good. Couple breaths. And release on the exhale. Bringing the hands to the thighs, then the chair for stability. Bring one foot, leg, and then the other in. Slide back in your chair. You're going to sit all the way up against the back for this next pose. And this is very simple. We're just going to end here with some nice side body and arm stretches. So starting in staff, take an inhale here. Go ahead and root your feet to the ground. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, prayer hands up. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, prayer hands up. Exhale, flip the palms open. Flowing down, just both arms down. Back in staff pose. Inhale here. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, prayer hands up. And down to heart center. Inhale, back up. Flip the palms. And down this way. for our last pose, you're just going to come forward in your chair so that your bottom is still seated firmly on the chair. Your feet are rooted down and far apart, legs far apart, far-ish apart, what feels comfortable to you. You're going to bring your hands onto this. Notice I'm kind of at an angle here. You're going to bring your hands onto the chair in front of you and just slowly walk them forward. Come to the level that your body will allow today. My body's feeling pretty loose because I've done some yoga classes already today, so my hands are all the way, my arms are extended, fingers are stretched out on the chair, and my head comes down. And you can even, guess what? You can even rest your forehead on your opposite chair. Now, if your arms aren't stretching that far, that's okay. Maybe your hands are here, and that's as far as they're going. Make that more realistic. That's as far as they're going. And this is just too tight to rest here. Well, do you want to pull the chair closer? You can. It's your chair. It's your practice. Bring the chair closer. Bring your forearms onto the chair. Maybe it's more comfortable to rest your forehead on your stacked hands or fists. Maybe you're not coming down this far, but you can come down this far. So just bring that chair closer. Stack your fists rather than stacking your hands. And now you stay right there. I'm going to turn because I want to pray for you before we go. This has been quite an adjustment for all of us. And I think that we're all finding some inner strength and from above strength as well. And maybe the inner strength was always provided from above anyways, right? And so I just want to pray for us. God, I just thank you for this time. I thank you for a place where I can do yoga, whether it's at our studio or here in my kitchen. God, I thank you for all of those that are practicing today. I want to pray special blessings on all of our medical staff the world over, custodians and orderlies the world over, grocery store workers the world over, truckers and delivery drivers the world over who are just working, all these essential workers. We had no idea how many folks it took to keep us just living, just surviving, or if we did, we just maybe took it for granted. So God, we want to thank you for those people and ask special blessing on them and their day. And God, I want to ask a special blessing on the day of anyone who might be watching right now, who might be struggling with staying home, might be struggling with the alone feeling that causes in their life. God, may they reach out, may others reach out to them. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. And y'all, thank you for coming. Hey, sometime in the next 24 hours, going to post on Facebook, going to do a Facebook Live Couch Potato Yoga. Not even kidding. Some of y'all are just done. You have watched all the Netflix. You can't get up off your couch because everything, you're just slumped in there. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you stretch right from your couch. So join me for that. Look on Facebook, my page, and the IM page to see when that's going to be. Namaste.